And welcome back to another video. This is Crypto Coins, and in this video we're gonna go over Asgard DAO. I recently ran into this DAO and I like what they're doing. They're doing some interesting things here. They're relatively new, just hit the markets 4 days ago, and these are the type of projects I like to invest in. This is a decentralized currency reserve protocol built on the Binance Smart Chain. So in this video we'll go over Asgard DAO. We're gonna look at their initiatives, go over their app, and also some price action and compare it to the market. And before we get started, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. Come check out my channel. I'm on the road to hit 10,000 subscribers. We currently sit at 6.7 thousand subscribers. Thank you guys for your support. And in the upload sections, I have my latest uploads on crypto resources. I have a lot of tutorials, very easy step-by-step tutorials. And below that, I have other projects that I'm currently following and covering. So let's get right back to the video. Let's look at the interface here. Asgard DAO is currently paying a 118,000 APY. It has the single staking 3-3 mechanism from Game Theory. Total value deposit 245,000. Current index is 1.3 Asgard. If we look at the next section here, we have a wrap section where you can wrap your position, get those sweet rebases without any tax implications. And lastly, we have bonding 1-1. We have the basic DAO projects mechanisms, 3-3 staking and 1-1 bonding. And some of the pairs and bonding discounts here consist of a lot of stable coins, with the exception of BNB and Cake. So let's take a look at their docs and see what they are doing. What is Asgard DAO? Stablecoins, for example, USDT or USDC, have become an integral part of the crypto atmosphere. They are used to store non-volatile value, allowing all of us to maintain the same amount of purchasing power daily. Unfortunately, this isn't actually how the US dollar works. The Federal Reserve is managing US dollar minting, but the fiscal policies are causing the depreciation of its currency. Hence, a dollar today is more valuable than a dollar tomorrow. If you add Asgard into your portfolio, it can be a bridge to hedge high-profile assets. For example, Bitcoin, BNB, and Ethereum. Stablecoins are centralized and offer very less or no rewards at all. So first of all, Asgard is not a stablecoin. Also, it's not pegged to the USD. That's why it is safer than a stablecoin. Asgard is seen as an even better option, and these are the reasons why. It earns interest. It's always backed by one USD, like for example USDT, DAI, BUSD, USDC. Is fully decentralized with community-driven governance. Offers competitive incentives to users. So they're trying to create a DAO that is backed by the stability of stable coins, but it has a yielding reward. Let's go over the frequently asked questions, and it outlines a little bit more of what they're doing. What is Asgard? A new category defining asset class, allowing smart investors to build their own wealth by hedging. It is a decentralized treasury-backed currency on BSC that maintains a value of at least $1 USD. However, Asgard is not pegged to anything and therefore can have a value worth more than $1 USD, providing its holders with a potential for greater upside. How does Asgard work? It is actually a currency backed by multi-asset stablecoins. It is a currency in which the treasury and reserve are protocol controlled. It is a currency driven by a community governance protocol. At a high level, Asgard consists of its protocol managed treasury, protocol owned liquidity, bond mechanism, and high staking rewards that are designed to control supply expansion. Bond generates profit for the protocol, and the treasury uses the profit to mint Asgard and distribute to the stakers. With LP bond, the protocol is able to accumulate liquidity to ensure the system's stability. Is Asgard a stablecoin? No, Asgard is not a stablecoin. Rather, Asgard aspires to become an algorithmic reserve currency backed by other decentralized assets. Similar to the idea of the gold standard, Asgard provides free floating value its users can always fall back on simply because of the fractional treasury reserve Asgard draws its intrinsic value from. Is Asgard pegged to the dollar? No, each Asgard is backed by one USDT, not pegged to it. Who controls the funds? As a protocol controls the funds in its treasury, Asgard can only be minted or burned by the protocol. This also guarantees the protocol can always back one Asgard with one USDT. You can easily define the risk of your investment because you can be confident the protocol will indefinitely buy Asgard below one USDT with the treasury assets. As the protocol accumulates more liquidity, more runway is guaranteed for the stakers. This means that the stakers can be confident that the current staking APY can be sustained for a longer term because more funds are available in the treasury. They're using standard DAO procedures to bond and mint new coins based on the treasury and the runway of the reserves. What is different here is that they're emphasizing Asgard DAO as a hedging mechanism with some stability, but not to the degree of a stable coin, but it is backed by a stable coin. So I like how they're using a stability for a long-term point of view of investing, fighting the dollar. So let's go further deeper into their papers. Why should I stake Asgard? Your Asgard balance will grow exponentially over time thanks to the power of compounding. Let's say you buy Asgard for $400 right now, and the market decides that in 1 year time, the intrinsic value of Asgard will be $2. Assuming a daily compounding interest rate of 2%, your balance would grow to about 1,377 Asgards by the end of the year, which is worth around $2,754. That is a cool $2,354 profit. By now, you should understand that you are paying a premium for Asgard now in exchange for a long-term benefit. Thus, you should have a long time horizon to allow your Asgard balance to grow exponentially and make this worthwhile investment. And these are the things that I talk about in this channel, earning APY and having a longer term perspective in some of these projects. And I'm not talking about just DAOs in general. I'm just talking about overall in your investments. The key here is time, and you will not make real money if you're not invested over time. Trading is fun, but you have to have diversification and allocate your positions accordingly, and have a set amount of money for risky trades and allocate a certain amount of money for long-term investments. So that was a pretty cool example showing there if even Asgard dropped down dramatically with the APY, you will still be earning a nice return. What will be Asgard's intrinsic value in the future? There is no clear answer for this, but the intrinsic value can be determined by the treasury performance. For example, if the treasury could guarantee to back every Asgard with 100 USDT, the intrinsic value will be 100 USDT. It can also be decided by the DAO. For example, if the DAO decides to raise the price floor of Asgard, its intrinsic value will raise accordingly. How does the protocol manage to maintain the high staking APY? Let's say the protocol targets an APY of 100,000% APY. This would translate to a rebase rate of about 0.6328% or daily growth of about 2%. If there are 100,000 of Asgard staked right now, the protocol would need to mint an additional 2,000 Asgard to achieve this daily growth. This is achievable if the protocol can bring in at least 2,000 USDT daily from the bond sales. If the protocol fails to achieve this, the APY of 100,000% cannot be guaranteed. And they're explaining here the mechanisms of how these DAO projects are working. And I like the transparency. They're giving you an example how this would be sustained and how the mechanisms work in the back end if we wanted that APY. But if there's not enough bonders and the system is not being supported by the stakers and bondholders, I like it that is explained and outlined here in their papers. In addition, they also have a section here for DAO governance where it explains how it is community driven, and it has a lot of information here of how it works. So I encourage you guys to take a look here at the documents, and as always guys, do your own research. This is just based on the information and research I do personally. If we go down here to guides, they have a tab here, how to configure your MetaMask to add the Binance Smart Chain. So they have a very simple step-by-step tutorial there, just like the ones I've done, and it gives you the information how to add the network, and it also gives you a tutorial how to add their token. Once you add the Binance Smart Chain network and you input your parameters, then you could come here and add the Asgard contract address setting here, which gives you the contract address, the token symbol, and the decimal. So here are the parameters right on their website, and they have the step-by-step guide and basically how to do that. If you want to add a new network, for instance, I'm going to open up my MetaMask here. You can go here to the top, go to settings, you scroll down, networks, add network, and then I'll bring you to this page, and they have the input settings on their website, which are here. And this is to add the Binance Smart Chain. Here are the parameters, and here is the numbers. Now, if you want to add the Asgard token, you go to import tokens, and you go back down here, and this is to get the token. You copy the address, you paste it here, and it actually read it. So I can add the custom token, import. So now I have the Asgard token. And if we go back to the website, we go to contracts, token contracts, and these are the contracts for the token. The ones we want to focus on is Asgard and Asgard. Asgard is the one that we just installed right now into our wallet, and this one is Asgard, the stake Asgard token that you will receive once you stake your position. Let's go and see the roadmap. Launch on BSC mainnet, pre-sale on 5th of December. Initial launch to BSC mainnet will take place on the 10th of December. Staking and bond release, governance DAO, multiple security audits. So that's phase 1, 2021. Beginning of next year, adding multiple stablecoins, strong marketing strategy, major exchange listing, partnership announcements, and Asgard DAO NFTs. So it looks like they're expanding a little bit into the NFTs. Towards the middle and end of the year, we have cross-chain integration, future trading and project development, metaverse development, application development. So they're also expanding into the NFTs and the metaverse. And lastly, Asgard's mission is to offer a new class asset token that will become a part of any portfolio. It can be easily used to hedge risky assets while offering better and safer incentives than stablecoins. So it's a medium there. They don't want to be as risky as volatile assets, and they don't want to be as safe as stablecoins. So it's a nice medium that they're trying to achieve here. So let's take a look at some price action and see what is going on with the markets. Currently, Bitcoin is trading at 48,577 and is holding nicely above 45,000. We saw it drop down about 36%. It's trading below this channel of resistance, but it is stabilizing. If we take a look at Asgard DAO, it's currently trading at $34. It did hit the markets 4 days ago, and there was some sense of euphoria there. It did run up almost to $80, and then we did have some profit taking and a sell-off. In addition, we are seeing DAOs going down, but this is holding currently at the $34 mark, and I like this stability here. It's been here for the past 2-3 days, and it's holding above the $30 mark, and I do like that about the DAO in the short term. If we scroll down, these are the coins in which you can buy Asgard. You have BUSD Asgard, DAI Asgard, and Wrap BNB Asgard. So these are the 3 pairs here that you can buy Asgard. Now, what are my overall thoughts of this project? I like how they present it, and I am intrigued. I like the project, and I think it's trading at a great price. And they are being transparent, and they are putting on their documents. They're not guaranteeing a particular APY forever, but they are exposing the mechanics in which this coin is meant to function, and I like that. I like how they have a lot of information, how the token functions in the back end. So overall, I like this project. It looks very interesting. It's trading at a great price, and that's pretty much gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoy my content, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below if you found this of any value. Also, Patreon, links under the description of this video. and Discord. Discord is free. I have a lot of free resources, and in Discord is where we find gems just like this one. So make sure to check that out. That's going to do it for this one, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.